Greetings aspirants, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to another episode of CC concepts of the subject Science and Technology. And today we are going to talk about nanomaterials and nanotechnology. Now, what are nanomaterials? Nanomaterials are those materials which are made from nanoparticles, which are of the size 1 billionth of a meter, and the technology and the synthesis of these nanomaterials is called as the nanotechnology. Now, moving on, as I told you, nanomaterials are made from nanoparticles, and the nanoparticles are of the size 10 power minus 9 meters, which is 1 billionth of a meter. 1 billionth of a meter. So these are the small, ultra small particles with exceptional properties. Now, what are the reasons for the exceptional properties of these nanoparticles? I would tell there are two main reasons. The first main reason being increased relative surface area. Increased relative surface area, I'll explain you now what it is, and the new quantum effects. See, the particles being so small, when we are talking about the atomic scale, the quantum effects and the quantum physics is going to play a major role than the normal classical physics or the classical science, right? Now, imagine a cube. Imagine a cube which has a surface area A. Okay, which has a surface area A. So the surface area of this cube is going to be 6a square because it has 6 faces, and the surface area is going to be 6a square. Now imagine cutting this cube into two halves. When you cut the cube into two halves, we will be having two faces of the cube which will be having the side of A, side of length A, whereas we'll be having four faces of cuboids, where you will be having side one as A and the other as A by 2. If you calculate the surface area of this, you are going to get 4a square. 4a square. Okay. Now, when you add the surface area of both these cuboids, you are going to get a surface area of 8a square. Now, if you compare the two values, relatively the surface area when divided into half is more in combined way compared to the one when it's not cut, or when it's not cut into different parts. Now imagine cutting these into 1 billionth of the parts. When you cut them into so many parts, the surface area is going to be relatively increased by a lot. So this will lead us to increased surface area to volume ratio than the conventional forms, which can lead to greater chemical reactivity, because because of this reactivity they can act as a very good catalyst. And they'll affect the strength. And now the second reason, as I told you, at the nanoscale, the quantum effects become more important. In determining the material's properties and characteristics, leading to novel optical, electrical and also magnetic behaviors. So these are the two main reasons for the significant or the different properties of the nanomaterials. Now, also we are using nanomaterials more than we can imagine. We use nanomaterials in each and every technology we are using, and because of the technological advancements, these nanoparticles and the nanotechnology has become a part of our daily life. Why are we using them so much? Because they have adjustable physiochemical characteristics such as the melting point, wettability, electrical and thermal conductivity, etc., which are achieved because of the scattering of the nanoparticles in the nanomaterials, right? Now, how are we getting these enhanced properties? We can change the properties of the materials just by controlling the shape, size, internal order of the nanostructures, and hence we are getting varied properties like the electrical conductivity, color, chemical reactivity, elasticity. All this can be modified. Just by changing the orientation or any other characteristic of the nanomaterials. So in this video, we have seen what nanomaterials are, what is nanotechnology, what are the reasons for the enhanced properties or the specific properties of the materials, and lastly we saw how can we change the properties of the materials. We will be back again with another video. Thank you. Greetings aspirants, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to another video of CC concepts of the subject Science and Technology. In this video, we will be talking about the BrahMos missile. Before moving on to the topic, you have to know that BrahMos missile is a cruise missile where the entire flight will be powered, right? Now, what is it about the BrahMos missile? This missile is a two-stage missile with a solid propellant, means it has a solid fuel solid propellant booster engine as its first stage, which brings it to the supersonic speed. You just have to remember that supersonic speed is some speed which is more than the speed of the sound. So here the Mach number of the supersonic speed will be between 1 and 3. If the Mach number is between 1 and 3, then you will be calling it as supersonic speed. So this is a two-stage missile with a solid propellant booster engine as its first stage, which brings it to the supersonic speed and then gets separated. Okay. The liquid ramjet or the second stage then takes the missile closer to Mach speed 3. Mach speed 3 means it's hypersonic speed, right? So basically Mach number is nothing but speed of the missile by the speed of sound. So this is how you get the Mach number, right? The stealth technology and the guidance system with advanced embedded software provides missile with special features. So what is this stealth technology? Stealth technology is nothing but the ability of the missile or the missile's capability to hide from the radar. So this is one of the special feature. Means this missile is very hard to detect or cannot be detected by using the radar. Now moving forward, the missile has a flight range of 290 kilometers, which is less than 1000 kilometers. So this makes it a short range missile. This makes it a short range missile with supersonic speed all through the flight, leading to shorter flight time, ensuring lower dispersion of targets, also quicker engagement time and non-interception by any unknown weapon system, any known weapon system, I repeat, and also non-interception by any known weapon system in the world. Now talking about some of the features, compared to the existing subsonic cruise missiles, the BrahMos has at least 3 times more velocity, 2 to 2.5 to 3 times more flight range, 3 to 4 times more seeker range, and 9 times more kinetic energy. Now you can see how powerful this missile is. The missile has identical configuration for all the 3 land, sea and subsea platforms and uses a transport launch canister, in short called the TLC, for the transportation, storage and launch. Now talking about the special features, of this, it is universal for multiple platforms, and it has something called a fire and forget principle. This is nothing but once the missile is launched, it doesn't need any other systems like the laser guidance system, and it is okay even if the target is not in line with the launched missile. So this is the fire and forget principle. High supersonic speed throughout the flight, long flight range with varieties of flight trajectories, also low radar signature. This is what is called the stealth technology. Also it has shorter flight times leading to lower target dispersion and quicker engagement. And lastly, pinpoint accuracy with high lethal power aided by large kinetic energy on the impact on its target. So in this video, we have seen about the BrahMos missile, its special features and also its significant features. We will be back again with another video. Thank you.